We're gonna need some context here. Smart how? Like street smarts, book smarts, or what? Because if we're talking street smarts, then I think I can help you out. Let's talk about it. How to be smart. Like Better Call Saul, you know, Jimmy McGill, aka Saul Goodman, aka Gene Takovic, aka Schizo. Even though no one ever calls him that, for real, he is an incredibly smart guy when it comes to navigating the criminal underworld of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Even if he doesn't have the brains for school or book smarts, let's say, he does have the street smarts to know how to make money, get out of sticky situations, and survive in general. A lot of people would look at Saul Goodman and be like, man, I wish I was as smart as him. So here are a few things that we could take away from Saul to make us smarter. Whether you're trying to defend yourself, navigate your way through a tricky situation, or just want to be a little more prepared, there's always something to learn from Saul. Know your worth. One thing that sets Saul apart from many of his criminal counterparts is that he knows his worth. He is not afraid to speak up for himself, and he is not afraid to walk away from a bad deal. For example, in one episode, Saul finds himself in a tough spot when he is hired to defend a cartel boss's son who has been accused of murder. Saul knows that he's in too deep when the cartel threatens him and his family, so he makes a run for it. This shows that Saul isn't afraid to stand up for himself and that he knows his limits. It also shows that he is willing to walk away from a bad situation, even if it means losing a big payday. This is an important lesson for all of us. It's okay to say no and walk away from something that we're not comfortable with. No, to be prepared. Another thing that makes Saul such a formidable force is that he's always prepared. He's a lawyer, so he knows the ins and outs of the law, but he also knows how to fight dirty when he needs to. In one episode, Saul finds himself in a courtroom battle with a rival lawyer who's trying to screw him over. Saul is able to turn the tables on his opponent by using his knowledge of the law to his advantage. He is able to find a loophole that allows him to get off scot-free while making his opponent look like a fool in court. This shows that Saul is always prepared and that he knows how to use his knowledge to his advantage. It's an important lesson for us all. Being prepared can help us avoid a lot of problems, and it can help us come out on top when things get tough. Number 3, know your audience. A big part of Saul's success comes down to knowing his audience. He knows how to read people, and he knows how to play to their strengths. This allows him to build alliances and get people on his side. In one episode, Saul is trying to defend a client who's accused of a crime he didn't commit. The police officer investigating the case doesn't believe Saul's client, but Saul is able to turn the tables by playing to the officer's ego. He praises the officer's work and tells him how much he admires him. As a result, the officer becomes more open to hearing Saul's client's side of the story. This shows that Saul knows how to read people and that he knows how to play to their strengths. It's an important lesson for us. Knowing our audience can help us be more effective in our arguments, and it can help us build relationships with people who might be able to help us out in the future. All in all, Saul is a pretty smart cookie. He's a self-made man who came from nothing and made something of himself. We may not be able to learn everything from Saul, but we can learn a few things from his journey. With a little hard work and a lot of determination, we can achieve anything we set our minds to. Just like Saul, we may not have all the answers, but that shouldn't stop us from trying to be the best versions of ourselves. If you think you can do it, then go for it. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it because they don't know you like you know yourself. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.